In Australia, a koala bear walks into this bar and climbs up on a stool next to this hot-looking chick. She looks over at him and turns back and starts drinking again. And he says, "Hey, babes, you ever been made love to by a koala?" She says, "No." He says, "Well, you haven't lived. You never had an orgasm like the one you're going to get from a koala." And she says, "Oh, yeah?" She says, "All right, let's see what you got." So she takes him up to her room. Well, being in Australia, the koala immediately crawls down under the sheets and starts going to town on her lunchbox down there. And she's screaming and shaking and going, oh my God, for 20 minutes. And then she said, enough. And her toes are all curled up. So the koala gets up and starts walking toward the door. And she goes, "Wait a minute, you little creep. You got to pay me." And he looks back at her and he says, "What do you mean, pay you?" She says, "I'm a prostitute." He says, "What's that?" She says, "Here." And she grabs the dictionary off the nightstand and she turns to the page and she reads to him. "Prostitute, a woman of loose morals who exchanges sex for pay." So he just shakes his head and continues walking toward the door. And she screams at him, "Well, you creep, ain't you going to pay me?" He turns around, looks her in the eye and says, "Hell no." He says, "I'm a koala." She says, "Well, what does that have to do with it?" He says, "Well, you're the one with the dictionary. Look it up." So she starts thumbing back and gets to the K's and gets, koala, a small furry animal from Australia who eats bushes and leaves. Bye. And he walks out the door.